If you have knee pain, watch this. He doesn't know that in a few weeks he'll be running again.
Saw this doctor's video. Blew my mind. He explains how proteins are actually eating away at your joints. But if you block it, your body can start rebuilding cartilage on its own. So you're saying my knees might not be so screwed after all? Exactly. Check this out.
I'm not built to slow down. So when my knee started acting up, I told myself, walk it off. But it got worse, fast. The stairs, the yard, even getting out of bed, it all started to hurt. And when my doctor said,
maybe it's time to think about surgery,
I thought, yeah, right. Then one night, I found this video from a top orthopedic surgeon, the guy who used to be a team doctor for the Boston Celtics. So yeah, he's seen real pain. He said he used to perform thousands of surgeries, but after years of watching people come back worse, he realized he wasn't fixing the problem, just patching it. That's when he started looking deeper, and what he found changed everything. He said, pain doesn't just mean something's wrong. It means your body's stuck in defense mode. That line hit me hard because that was me, constantly fighting it instead of letting my body heal. He explained how even pro athletes can't recover when their cells are inflamed, and how the secret isn't another pain pill or surgery. It's flipping what he calls the cellular switch that turns the body from defense to repair. And later in the video, he shares a simple 7-second morning trick that helps your body do exactly that. I figured, what do I have to lose? A few weeks later, something changed. I wasn't bracing myself every time I stood up. I could move, stretch, even sleep through the night without that dull ache. In just 12 weeks, I went from barely standing up to jumping on trampolines, something I didn't think I'd experience doing again. So if you're where I was, stuck, pissed off, and tired of feeling like your body's fighting against you, watch that video. Because when the guy who walked away from surgery and worked with the Boston Celtics says there's a better way, you'd be crazy not to listen.
Did you know that joints can regenerate themselves? It's true. Now here's the problem. 3 common foods most people eat every day are secretly destroying your joints from the inside out. These foods trigger inflammation, break down cartilage, and dry out the natural lubrication that keeps your joints moving smoothly. If you're eating any of these foods, it could be why you're struggling with stiffness, discomfort, or the feeling that your body just isn't as mobile as it used to be. You think you know what these foods are? I'd be surprised if you did. When your joints are under attack, the damage builds up over time. Cartilage erodes, creating bone-on-bone contact, and movements that once felt easy can become a challenge. The worst part? No one is talking about this. Instead, we're told to pop NSAIDs, apply creams, or rely on temporary fixes that ignore the root cause. Right now, I want to show you a simple, daily habit that works to restore and protect your joints without resorting to expensive treatments or risky surgeries. The breakthrough came when I was working with the Boston Celtics and needed a quick way to get people back on the court and feeling good again, pain-free. Trust me, you want to pay attention.
My name is Dr. Kyle Stevenson. I'm a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with a sports medicine fellowship at Tufts University School of Medicine in Boston. One of my most formative experiences growing up was watching my dad in constant, debilitating pain, going from doctor to doctor, never finding true help or lasting relief. You see, in high school, my dad was a wrestler, and at 15, he suffered a devastating injury to his ankle that was never properly treated. This resulted in lifelong pain, reduced mobility, and even deformity in his foot and ankle. The pain and deformity became so bad that he even had to cut his shoes open to ease pressure and let his foot breathe. As a kid, we would go on vacations, and while my mom, siblings, and I would enjoy walking and hiking together, my dad always missed out on the fun, sitting alone and waiting for us because of his pain and limited mobility. It was heartbreaking to see him suffering and not able to do all the fun, active things with me that other boys' dads could do. Helping my dad and others like him became one of my main motivations for becoming an orthopedic surgeon. However, during my medical training, working in sports medicine at Harvard University Athletics, it became disturbingly clear to me why none of the doctors my dad saw were able to help him with his crippling pain. The hard truth is, most doctors don't have a clue about treating the root cause of pain. All they would do for my dad is either temporarily mask the symptoms with addictive painkillers and injections. In a minute, I'll explain how harmful and damaging both of those solutions really are long-term. Or they would recommend extreme, radical, and permanently life-altering surgeries like joint fusion or even amputation. Unfortunately, it's not the doctor's fault. The typical orthopedic surgeon only gets 10 hours of education about pain management out of 12 years of schooling, and most of that education is simply about what drugs to prescribe. It wasn't until I was hired by the Boston Celtics as their assistant team physician that I got my real education about managing pain, particularly joint, knee, foot, back, hip, shoulder, elbow, and muscle pain. Because of the extreme wear and tear on their joints and bodies, professional athletes accumulate more damage in a few short years than most people experience in a lifetime. You see, when a superstar athlete gets injured or is in pain, the cost can be millions of dollars per missed game when they are sitting on the bench. As an NBA team doc, you are under immense pressure to address the root cause of pain and injury and provide a rapid yet permanent solution. So you're not just going to give them a few Advil to mask the symptoms and put them back on the court. Fortunately, at the Celtics, we had an unlimited budget and I had access to everything, the latest tech, gadgets, and research. However, even working with everything at our disposal, I observed that some players would heal and bounce back from injuries significantly faster than others. It was almost like they had healing superpowers. At first, I figured it was just great genetics. That is until I accidentally discovered something unusual in the blood work of one of these super healing players. His blood has significantly higher markers for one specific naturally occurring anti-inflammatory compound than that of the other players who took longer to heal. When I went back and looked at the blood markers of other players who were super healers, I saw the exact same thing. Not only did players with high markers of this specific compound in their blood heal faster, but they also seem to have less sensitivity to pain and faster athletic recovery times. I quickly realized I found the holy grail I'd been searching for to help my dad with his pain and healing. In just a minute, I'll explain what this incredible, all-natural compound is and how you can harness its power to heal your own pain and inflammation. But as rewarding as working with million-dollar athletes was, both personally and financially over time, I felt like something was missing. I wanted to help normal people like you, me, and my dad, because I'm a hometown boy and wanted to give back to the community that supported me. Today, I'm grateful that I can help men and women of all ages and backgrounds in my community, from kids to seniors, find lasting relief and healing. Like Sandra, a 72-year-old grandmother who dreamed her whole life of hiking the Grand Canyon, but can never do it because of her worn-out, painful knees. Or Darren, a 37-year-old firefighter and strongman competitor who is suffering from a torn triceps tendon. There is nothing more rewarding to me than seeing Sandra's pictures on Facebook of her climbing the north rim of the Grand Canyon, or standing on the competition stage with Darren as he received his first place trophy in his age division. I see it in my practice every day, baby boomers who are refusing to slow down with age. They want to remain active and continue enjoying the sports and hobbies they did in their youth, pain-free. However, traditional, old-school medicine is failing them, particularly when it comes to joint or back pain. Most doctors think that knee pain, pain in the tiny joints in your fingers, or pain in the large vertebrae in your spine are caused by structural problems within the joint. Or worse, like a chiropractor, you just need to crack it into place. The problem is, both osteopaths and chiropractors fail to understand pain on a cellular level. They focus more on body parts and movement, but never consider what causes these vital structures to degrade in the first place. Understanding pain on a fundamental level, from my own dad's pain to treating thousands of patients suffering from knee pain, shoulder or back pain, to muscle aches, was the key to finding a done-at-home solution that actually works without addictive drugs, side effects, or debilitating brain fog and memory loss. My mission is to help folks move around the house and spend time with loved ones without knee, shoulder, or back pain, and start to live a normal life again so they can travel, go on long walks with their loved ones, or even be extremely active, enjoying running, bicycling, golfing, or fishing like I do, completely pain-free. So get comfortable and pay close attention while I discuss the 3 most common mistakes people make when trying to handle their pain. Mistakes that almost always result in more pain later on. Pain pills are often the go-to solution for managing pain, including prescription painkillers, NSAIDs like aspirin or ibuprofen, and CBD. However, prescription painkillers come with serious drawbacks. They are highly addictive and can cause a boomerang effect, where the relief is only temporary and the pain returns even worse. If you rely on painkillers for your back, neck, knee, joint, or shoulder pain, you may find yourself waking up with more pain each day. This leads to an increased dosage to combat rising tolerance, eventually resulting in addiction and potentially overloading your heart, kidneys, or liver. NSAIDs, on the other hand, work by reducing inflammation. It's like silencing a fire alarm without addressing the fire itself. Although the alarm is turned off, the underlying issue persists. What they don't tell you is that the NSAIDs have severe long-term side effects, including stomach bleeding, ulcers in the intestines and stomach, and damage to the heart, liver, and kidneys. According to researchers at Oxford University, NSAIDs can accelerate the degeneration of bones and connective tissues, worsening arthritis in bones and joints. Despite its popularity, CBD has problems. It is unregulated, meaning you can't be sure of what you're actually getting. Reports have highlighted contaminated CBD batches containing heavy metals like arsenic, cadmium, and mercury. In one study, 42% of CBD samples contained dangerous levels of lead. This lack of regulation and potential for contamination makes CBD a risky choice. Avoid these risky pain solutions and seek safer, more effective alternatives that address the root cause of your pain without the harmful side effects. Next, let's talk about the second failed pain solution: cortisone and steroid injections. Cortisone and steroid injections are often recommended for joint pain, back pain, and inflammation. While they may provide temporary relief, they can lead to significant long-term issues. Firstly, repeated cortisone injections can cause tissue damage. This includes the weakening of tendons, cartilage, and bone. Over time, this can lead to more pain because of increased degeneration and even rupture of tendons, which is especially dangerous for active individuals. Steroid injections also come with a risk of bone thinning and osteoporosis. Prolonged use can significantly reduce bone density, making bones more fragile and susceptible to fractures. This is particularly concerning for older adults or those with pre-existing conditions that affect bone health. Lastly, frequent steroid injections can lead to weight gain, high blood pressure, and blood sugar spikes, contributing to an increased risk of diabetes and cardiovascular disease. These systemic effects can exacerbate existing health conditions, making overall management more complicated. Considering these risks, it's clear that while cortisone and steroid injections might offer temporary pain relief, they can lead to significant long-term health issues. In a minute, I'll show you a natural yet comprehensive pain solution that can give you the same relief without the risks. As an experienced orthopedic surgeon, I've seen it all, and because of that, I view surgery as the last resort. My job today is to help you never need surgery in the first place, because when it comes to surgery for pain, you're most likely talking about a knee replacement, hip replacement, discectomy for a herniated disc, or a rotator cuff surgery. And sure, surgery is unavoidable once the problem has reached a certain point of no return. If a doctor you trust tells you that you might never walk again without surgery, then yes, go for the surgery. Besides being incredibly expensive and requiring months of physical therapy and follow-ups, knee and hip replacements are notorious for permanently numbing the surrounding tissue. Because the nerves are severed during the procedure, you feel like your leg is made of rubber. Up to 40% of patients have experienced continued pain after surgery, which is often referred to as failed surgery syndrome. Imagine going through an expensive, painful surgery, waiting to recover for 2 years, and then realizing that the pain is back again, just as strong as before. It's not uncommon for the pain to come right back after the surgery, and it comes back because of root cause reasons I'll explain in just a minute. And the reason for this is because of nerve damage, blood vessel damage, and the accumulation of more scar tissue. Another popular alternative to surgery is chiropractic. And while a chiropractic can move things around temporarily to make you feel more comfortable, they are not doing anything on a cellular level. Instead, I'm going to show you how to promote deep cellular healing in the joints and do it in a way that might make chiropractic adjustments unnecessary. You would be surprised by the body's ability to heal itself. Studies show that with the right support, nerves, cartilage, and discs can all regenerate. More on this in a minute. First, let me briefly show you the science behind pain and cellular inflammation. I promise to do my best to break it down into easy to understand English. You'll discover why these temporary solutions never fix the root cause of the pain. My hope is that you really get this, because in a minute, I'll show you a brand new pain solution that not only halts the inflammation, but also triggers a cascade of healing factors to repair your body on a cellular level from the inside out.
Now, to understand why your joints aren't regenerating the way they're biologically designed to, despite having this innate power, we have to look deeper at what's happening inside your body. Every joint in your body, whether it's your knees, shoulders, hips, or spine, is protected by a slick, rubbery cushion called articular cartilage. This allows for smooth, pain-free motion. But here's the shocking truth. Your cartilage isn't simply wearing out with age. It's being actively degraded by your own immune system. And the true culprits? They're not worn joints, poor posture, or even old injuries. They're microscopic immune proteins called cytokines. And in many aging adults, they've gone completely rogue. Cytokines are chemical messengers that regulate inflammation. When working properly, they help repair injuries. But brand new studies from institutions like Harvard Medical School and the National Institutes of Health have shown that with age, cytokines can become dysregulated, failing to shut off and instead launching a continuous, destructive attack on healthy tissue. This phenomenon is called a cytokine storm, and in people with bone-on-bone pain, it has gone completely out of control. In fact, a 2017 study published in Frontiers in Immunology confirmed that low-grade chronic cytokine activity is one of the leading drivers of cartilage erosion in arthritis. Think of it like termites slowly eating through wood. These rogue cytokines chew away at the collagen matrix of your cartilage, dry up your synovial fluid, and inflame the joint capsule, leading to stiffness, swelling, and that grinding bone-on-bone sensation. Healthy cartilage acts like a Teflon coating for your joints. It keeps you feeling loose and limber, moving freely and pain-free. However, when the cytokines gnaw away at the cartilage, nerves get pinched, muscles tighten, and you suddenly have lower back pain, a stiff neck, or aching knees. While it's happening, the entire area may be warm to the touch. The damage also creates scar tissue and shortens the tendons and ligaments surrounding the joints. This creates tightness and loss of flexibility, making it hard to bend over to put shoes on, and tight shoulders, neck, elbows, hips, and knees. Even worse, common painkillers like NSAIDs or corticosteroids don't stop this process. A 2020 review in the Journal of Translational Medicine found that long-term NSAID use may actually accelerate cartilage degeneration by increasing oxidative stress and interfering with healing. That means most medications not only fail to treat the root cause, they may actually make your joints worse over time, shrinking the cartilage and reducing the amount of space between the bones. In fact, it's also the reason why people become shorter with age. The shrinking of your joints in the spine can account for a loss in height of 3 inches. And once this cartilage shrinks, it puts pressure on the nerves, resulting in more pain, numbness, tingling, or even sensations of hot or cold that never go away. These joint termites damage and destroy vital tissues on a cellular level. They tear up and eat away at cartilage, tendons, ligaments, muscles, bones, and even nerve cells. Worst of all, it causes your bones to become brittle, your muscles to become weak, your tendons to become tight and inflamed, and your nerves to atrophy, resulting in chronic, excruciating pain, which explains why so many people find that their pain keeps returning, getting worse each time, until you're told surgery is the only option. But here's the game changer. A brand new study out of Duke University, published in Science Advances, revealed that human joints contain a previously unknown regenerative pathway similar to those used by zebrafish and salamanders to regrow limbs. This study showed that articular cartilage in the human knee, shoulders, hips, even your spine can regenerate and will regenerate naturally, but only if the inflammatory environment is neutralized first. In other words, your body already possesses powerful tools to repair damaged joints. It's just being counteracted by the constant attack from the cytokine storm, these so-called joint termites that eat away at the cartilage. And the moment you calm the cytokine storm, your God-given regenerative systems can activate, just like in the zebrafish. So the real question becomes, how can we naturally and safely halt these destructive cytokines and finally allow your body's built-in repair system to work again?
And rather than just masking the symptoms like every other solution, I wanted to find a simple, all-natural, at-home remedy to give people their lives back. Unfortunately, an off-the-shelf formula like this did not exist, so I had to research ingredients myself based on my unique research and clinical expertise. Specifically, what could stop the runaway inflammation, increase synovial fluid to rehydrate and promote healing within the joint, restore spacing, and give nerves room to breathe again. Now, because the first step to healing the pain is to turn off the chronic inflammation and stop the cytokine storm, the first ingredient I chose for this formula is called Boswellia. Boswellia serrata, also called sweet frankincense or the golden nutraceutical, is mentioned 22 times in the Bible and has been used for over 2,000 years. Studies show Boswellia gets to the root cause of your pain by inhibiting the production of cytokine and halting the damaging cytokine storm. Recent studies show Boswellia can also rejuvenate aging skin, relieve knee discomfort, and even help ward off chronic illness. Now, the next research-backed ingredient is a little-known superstar, quercetin. It's a new plant compound that strengthens cartilage and bones. You see, once we've stopped the cytokine storm with Boswellia, we need to rejuvenate your damaged cartilage, joints, and bones. That's where the magic molecule quercetin comes to the rescue. According to the Journal of Molecular Medicine in 2022, the study showed quercetin prevents the joints in your back and knees from shrinking and aging, then helps your body regrow strong, new cartilage, allowing you to feel less and less pain, and increases the strength in your knees, back, or any other part of your body that hurts. After you've cooled off any chronic inflammation with Boswellia and begun revitalizing your cartilage with quercetin, the next step is to reverse and repair the scar tissue that has accumulated in your joints. One of the keys to healing dry, damaged tissue is restoring healthy oxygenation and blood flow, which is where our next workhorse ingredient comes in. Methyl sulfonylmethane, better known as MSM, known as nature's joint healer. MSM restores blood flow and oxygenation to worn out cartilage. MSM promotes healing and cartilage regeneration, which reduces joint inflammation and pain without the potentially serious side effects associated with painkillers or anti-inflammatory drugs. MSM also removes toxic waste products by increasing blood flow and accelerating the healing process in order to regain strength and mobility. Even more, MSM helps produce collagen and keratin, two vital components of connective tissues. It is also great for preventing wrinkles, leading to youthful, vibrant skin. Okay, so once the joints are repaired and blood flow is restored, it's time for our next ingredient to work its magic. Glucosamine is an important building block for the formation of glycosaminoglycans and proteoglycans, the main components of cartilage. These compounds attract water to form a joint cushion, providing lubrication and shock absorption. Glucosamine helps promote the repair and renewal of your cartilage, keeping it lubricated for smoother joint movement and better flexibility. Glucosamine has also been extensively studied for its role in healing pain, stiffness, and swelling in joints. For example, a 2016 study of glucosamine demonstrated it helped to reduce pain, stiffness, functional limitations, and joint swelling as effectively as common prescription anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the harmful side effects Big Pharma tries to cover up. The final phase to restoring your joints to their full, pain-free, youthful function is rehydrating and lubricating your cartilage and spine with fresh, healthy synovial fluid. This is where our final ingredient, hyaluronic acid, works its magic. A recent superstar within the health and beauty industry, hyaluronic acid does far more than give you a youthful appearance. Hyaluronic acid gives synovial fluid the viscosity it needs to reduce friction between cartilage and joints during movement. As people age or joints become diseased, the amount of hyaluronic acid in synovial fluid decreases. Remember the holy grail compound I discovered the super healing players on the Celtics had more of? You guessed it, it was hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid has been shown in studies to significantly relieve knee pain and stiffness. And studies show that compared with steroids, the effect of hyaluronic acid may last considerably longer. And as hyaluronic acid lubricates every nook and cranny of your joints, you'll start to feel less stiffness in your arms, back, neck, and knees. It literally helps your body rebuild that Teflon coating for your joints, minimizing friction, restoring the body's natural range of motion, and promoting pain-free movement. I knew that this formulation would be effective in fighting pain, reducing inflammation, and replenishing synovial fluid in the joints and spine. But there was a problem. Finding high-quality suppliers for all these ingredients could take weeks or even months of hard work, research, and testing. As most of my time is spent treating patients, I've decided that I need to find the right manufacturing partner to make this the very best product it can be. After doing a bit of homework, I've decided to partner with the leading nutrition company, Conscious. They have helped more than 700,000 men and women restore their health worldwide and have appeared in publications like Eating Well, Scientific American, People, Forbes, Discover, and the New York Post, just to name a few. Right now, they have a satisfaction user rating hovering around 99.6%, a near perfect score. And while many companies cut corners by using cheap and sometimes contaminated ingredients, the team of researchers at Conscious conducts clinical tests on all its ingredients for purity and potency. This was crucial because 95% of supplements have been shown to not contain the ingredients they claim to. I'm proud to partner with such a reputable company that spares no expense in formulating premium natural products. Introducing Sinocell, the first pain-relieving formula that is designed to rebuild cartilage and joints at the cellular level. Here's how it works. Sinocell stops out-of-control inflammation, halts the cytokine storm so that you feel rapid relief. Sinocell then speeds up your joint's healing process, boosting blood flow and oxygen, and penetrates deep, delivering a concentrated dose of the building blocks that form your cartilage and soft tissue. Sinocell finally lubricates and rehydrates your joints, increasing the synovial fluid to restore the soft cushion between your joints and vertebrae. Once this happens, your body, including your neck, your back, and knees, will start to feel brand new. That way, you experience more mobility and flexibility than ever before, and you can feel and move almost as freely as you did in your youth. The best part is, you'll want to sleep again all the way through the night. No more endless tossing and turning, so you can experience deeply restorative sleep with less fatigue and more daytime energy and mental clarity. Check out what people have to say. Brad Albert from Boulder, Colorado said, "I've struggled with knee pain for years, and it got to the point where my doctor recommended surgery. I was hesitant and wanted to try something less invasive first. Within just a few weeks of taking Cinacel daily, I noticed a significant reduction in pain and swelling. Walking became easier, and I could finally enjoy my daily walks again. Now, months later, my knees feel stronger, and I'm more active than I've been in years. I'm thrilled with the results and grateful to have found a solution that works. I can even go hiking with my family and play a round of golf without any discomfort." Next, we have Sandy Kendrick from Alma, Michigan. She said, "Lower back pain has been my constant companion for over a decade. After trying various treatments, including physical therapy and painkillers, I was at my wit's end. A friend recommended Cinocel, and it has been a lifesaver. Within the first month, I experienced less stiffness and more flexibility. The inflammation in my lower back reduced significantly, and I could move more freely without the constant pain that had plagued me for years. I can now enjoy gardening and playing tennis with my friends, activities I thought I had to give up forever." Next, we have Dwayne Collison from Kissimmee, Florida. He said, "After suffering from chronic neck pain for years, I finally found relief with Cinocel. My job requires me to sit at a desk for long hours, which has always aggravated my neck pain. I started taking Cinocel a few months ago, and the difference is remarkable. The constant ache has reduced, and my neck feels more flexible. I no longer wake up with stiffness and pain, and I can now turn my head without discomfort. Cinocel has given me the freedom to enjoy my daily activities, including driving long distances and spending quality time with my grandchildren." Mary Harper from St. George, Utah said, "I bought Cinocel for my mother who has played piano her whole life. Severe joint pain in her fingers forced her to stop playing, leading to deep depression. I decided to try Cinocel after hearing about its benefits for joint health and inflammation. Within a few weeks, we noticed a significant reduction in her pain. Gradually, she began playing the piano again, starting with a few chords and progressing to full songs. Now, she plays every day without discomfort. Cinocel didn't just relieve her joint pain, it brought back her joy and passion for music. Seeing her happy and vibrant again is priceless. Cinocel has truly transformed her life." Olivia Bennett from Ashland, Oregon said, "Hip pain has been part of my life for the past few years, making it difficult to move around and enjoy my favorite activities. I started taking Cinocel, hoping for some relief, and it has exceeded my expectations. Within a few weeks, the pain in my hips began to diminish and I regained more mobility. Walking and even light jogging became possible again. The constant ache that used to keep me up at night is now gone. Cinocel has truly transformed my quality of life, allowing me to stay active and pain-free. I'm so grateful to be able to travel with my family and take long walks with my dog." Imagine what your life will look like once Cinocel penetrates deeply into your joints, restoring them from the inside out. Imagine brimming with so much youthful energy that you can garden, play golf for hours on end, go for a jog, or even a hike. Imagine being a superhero around the house again as you open glass jars, boxes, and tricky packages with absolute ease. See the look on your family's face once they see you more active, alive, and happier than you'd ever been. Or greeting your kids or grandkids, lifting them in the air with more strength and energy than you ever had before. Or finally, taking that dream vacation you've talked about for years with no worry about walking too much or being laid up in bed the whole time. Sightseeing in New York City, shopping up and down Fifth Avenue, completely pain-free, exploring Paris, Rome, or Venice, or strolling through Disney World, or hiking the Grand Canyon completely in the moment. And you can have it all today when you claim your personal supply of Cinocel. By now, I hope it's clear that I take great pride in the work that I do as one of America's leading orthopedic surgeons and pain and inflammation specialists. I also hope it's clear that I take your trust very seriously. And that's why I'm willing to stake my reputation as a doctor, a researcher, and a healer on how strongly I believe in Cinocel. If I didn't believe with every fiber of my being that Cinocel can help end your pain and restore your mobility, if I didn't read every word of every study we could find supporting the power of each thoughtfully chosen, targeted, research-backed ingredient with my own two eyes, and if I didn't know deep down in my heart that Cinocel could be the last joint pain solution you'll ever have to try, I never would have created this presentation. My Hippocratic oath to do no harm and reputation are just too important to me. But perhaps what's more important than any of that is how effectively Cinacel works for you. So now, I want to tell you exactly how you can experience all of the incredible benefits we've discussed today. Absolutely risk-free and starting in a matter of days. And because I want to make sure that anyone who needs a product like Cinacel can get access to it on nearly any budget, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by what I am about to offer you, because we all know that quality like this doesn't come cheap. I think you'll agree. Cinacel is actually more affordable and effective than any other pain relief solution on the market right now, especially because it works and because you'll never have to order another pain relieving product again. The folks who've already tried Cinacel for themselves admitted that they would gladly have paid $200, $300, even $500. Many of my colleagues have even suggested that this product would be a steal even at $500. But I sincerely just want to help as many people as I can, especially the folks who don't have the time or financial means to come see me at my Indianapolis practice. So you can rest assured that you don't need to invest anywhere near $500 to get your hands on this breakthrough formula. In fact, you don't need to invest $200 or even $100. A 30-day supply of Cinacel actually retails for just $99 plus shipping. But as a thank you for watching this entire special presentation, you can order a risk-free 30-day supply of Cinacel for just $59. That's $40 off the retail price. And although it's a great offer, it's not actually the best offer I have for you today. What do I mean by that? Well, let me explain. Whenever I meet a patient for the first time, all they want is relief. They just want to feel and move normally, to live without soreness, stiffness, and pain. They just want to be able to do whatever they want without hurting. Like I said, they want instant relief. And usually, by the time I meet with them, they've tried at least 3 other options, looking for those instant results. So it's probably no surprise that addictive, harmful prescription and over-the-counter painkillers are a nearly $81 billion industry. Because yes, they can mask the symptoms temporarily, but with the risk of making things worse and at the expense of some pretty awful long and short-term side effects. And that's why I formulated Cinacel to bring nearly instant pain relief, sometimes in just a matter of hours. But what Cinacel also does is heal, hydrate, and rejuvenate your joints. It helps restore blood flow to oxygenate tissues and lubricates cartilage so that every joint in your body from your neck to your toes moves smoothly and effortlessly. And that kind of healing and relief can take time, from several weeks to several months. It really depends on your body and the severity of the damage your joints and spine incurred over your lifetime. So while I guarantee that Cinacel can work fast to get you the relief you're craving, I wouldn't be as well respected a doctor if I didn't also give you the tools your body needs and support to heal the true cause of your joint pain. I'd also hate for you to start getting used to pleasure of pain-free movement, increased activity, better energy, and a more positive mood, only to run out of your first supply. Because until you really heal your joints, it only takes a few short days for things to go right back to how they were, with aches, pains, stiffness, restricted movement, and misery. And that's why I created an incredibly affordable offer for long-term health and healing that's an absolute no-brainer. To help ensure that you stay the course and let Cinacel give you fast relief, as well as long-term support and protection to help ensure that you never have to suffer from pain and stiffness ever again, that's why if you choose our 6-bottle supply, I will take an extra $20 off each bottle. For a savings of $120 off today's already discount 1-bottle price and a whopping $360 off the regular retail price. I'll even pay for the shipping. This way you have access to nearly instant relief in as little as a few hours. And you have lasting joint, tissue, and cartilage healing and repair to ensure you never have to go back to reduced mobility and joy-robbing pain. And because you'll have a full 6-month supply of Cinacel, you won't have to worry about coming back here to find out we're sold out and back ordered. This has happened at least a half dozen times since I first launched Cinacel because of supply chain issues beyond our control. We also frequently have folks buy extra bottles for loved ones who are also suffering from pain, because we all hate to see those we love suffer needlessly when there's a simple, affordable, and science-based solution like Cinacel. By now you should really get this. Other pain solutions might have failed you, or maybe they worked for a short time only to let you down in the long term. But now you understand the root cause of your chronic pain, you know about Cinacel, and you understand the science behind it. And if it could work for folks who had chronic pain, shot knees, achy backs, stiff necks, sore fingers, and muscle spasms, it can work for you too. In fact, I'm so sure that it will provide you with the relief you need that I'm going to give you my 90-day pain-free pledge guarantee. That way you don't even have to say yes right now. Just say maybe today and make your final decision after you test drive Cinecell. And if by the end of 90 days, if you're not pain-free enough to resume your hobbies and other favorite activities, just send an email to our customer service center and we'll refund every single penny, no questions asked. Because if Cinecell doesn't eliminate your pain, we don't deserve to keep your money. However, to make your decision today even easier, here's what I want to do for you. First, I'm including my special report, the Inflammation Eliminator, as a gift, completely free. Inflammation Eliminator shows you 17 tissue toxic foods that could be making your aches and pains even worse. And the secrets in this special report will also allow you to boost your mental clarity and focus, restore your youthful mobility and flexibility, and to revitalize your skin, nails, and hair. When used alongside Cinecell, you can expect life-changing results. The cost of Inflammation Eliminator is normally $69.95 when you buy it alone. Today, it's yours absolutely free, and you can download it in the next 30 seconds when you claim your package of Cinecell right now. Next, to maximize your flexibility and strength as Cinecell nourishes, hydrates, and revitalizes your joints, I'm also going to include a second free gift. When you place your order for a multi-pack today, you're also getting an additional bonus you won't find anywhere else. 7 easy yoga-inspired stretches and simple strengthening exercises. As we age, typically we lose muscle mass, range of motion, and flexibility. And this loss is accelerated if you've been suffering from chronic pain for years. And so much of our pain is caused by muscular tension and stiffness. In this guide, you'll discover 7 easy yoga-inspired stretches and simple strengthening exercises that will allow you to effortlessly reduce pain, restore flexibility and mobility, while also strengthening all of your major muscle groups. Now, I say yoga-inspired because while some of the functional movements have their basis in common yoga poses, you won't need any special equipment, yoga mats, incense, hour-long classes, or silly stretchy clothing. In fact, several of these simple stretches can even be done in a few minutes while sitting in a comfortable chair. The feedback from this program has been so positive, we are preparing to launch this as a standalone product with a target price of $99.95. So that's 2 bonuses valued at $169, yours free when you claim a package of Cinecell today. Because you're still watching right now, then I know you take your health seriously, and restoring pain-free movement is a top priority for you. And of course, if you'd rather come see me in my office in Indianapolis, I would love to see you. But I have to warn you, my waiting list is several months long right now. In fact, that's why I created this presentation, so that I can help as many folks as possible understand and eliminate the root cause of their pain. But if you leave this page right now without completing your order, unfortunately, you'll never be offered this low price again. So stock up right now and take advantage of this incredible savings. To claim this limited time offer, tap the order option below that's right for you. The only risk you could possibly face is the pain and regret of missing out on experiencing this life-changing formula at the lowest price we've ever offered. So just go ahead and click the button below. If Cinecell is still in stock, then the order page will appear and you can enter your information and complete your order. If not, you can add yourself to our waiting list and we'll let you know the moment Cinecell is back in stock. The order form is fully protected using the very latest 256-bit SSL encryption for total privacy and protection. It's the same security that major e-commerce giants like Amazon.com use. Just enter your order information and we'll rush you a fresh supply of Cinecell straight to your doorstep. Well, I'm afraid we're at the end of our time together today. So now I have to ask you to make a decision between 2 very different outcomes. The first choice is, of course, to do nothing, to continue living with the pain, frustration, and reduced quality of life, to continue feeling the aches, the pains, and stiffness, no longer able to do your favorite activities. Or you can choose to order a risk-free supply of Cinecell right now at an incredible one-time savings and wake up every day filled with vibrance and energy, rolling back the clock on your damaged joints and spine so you can feel like the real you again. I know this is the reality you've been waiting for far too long, and I'd hate to see you pass up such an important opportunity. So go ahead and choose the money-saving option that's best for you. And remember that your investment is 100% protected by my 90-day pain-free pledge guarantee. That means if you're not 100% satisfied, you don't pay a single penny. So now it's time to make your choice. Claim your supply of Cinecell below and we'll rush your order straight to your doorstep. Click now and then you'll be taken to our secure order page to complete your order. Thank you for watching and putting your trust in Cinecell. Still watching? Now I know that people who watch this far usually have a few questions. So let me answer a few of the most popular ones while you're sitting there making your decision. I have really bad knees, hips, shoulders. Will it work for me? My doctor has told me that the cartilage in my knees is worn out and I may need expensive and painful surgery. Does Cinecell do anything to strengthen or heal worn out cartilage? Absolutely. Cinecell is specifically designed to address issues like worn out cartilage in your knees, hips, and shoulders. Our powerful formula combines ingredients like glucosamine and MSM, which are well known for their ability to rehydrate and lubricate cartilage. These ingredients work synergistically to rebuild the cartilage, acting like a Teflon coating for your joints, reducing friction and promoting smoother movement. Additionally, quercetin strengthens the structural integrity of your joints, preventing further degeneration and promoting the regrowth of new, healthy cartilage. Boswellia, another key component, targets inflammation at its source, ensuring that the cytokine storm is halted, allowing your joints to heal naturally without the constant assault of inflammation. Next question. My shoulder was injured in a sports injury when I was in high school 40 years ago, and it has bothered me for my entire life. Can Cinecell do anything to heal an injury that old? Yes, Cinecell can help even with long-standing injuries. Our formula is designed to address chronic inflammation and scar tissue, which are often culprits behind persistent pain from old injuries. Boswellia, known for its potent anti-inflammatory properties, helps reduce the chronic inflammation that has likely persisted since your injury. Bromelain, an enzyme derived from pineapples, is included for its ability to break down and clear out scar tissue, which can impede healing and cause continuous discomfort. MSM further promotes healing by enhancing blood flow and oxygenation to the affected area, fostering an environment where your shoulder can begin to heal properly. These ingredients work together to not only reduce pain, but also to repair and rejuvenate the damaged tissues, providing relief and improving mobility. Cinecell can help give your body the tools it needs to finally address the root causes of your shoulder pain, allowing you to enjoy a better quality of life without addiction, dependence, or side effects. With our 100% pain-free pledge guarantee, you really got nothing to lose. Next question. How can Cinecell help with my chronic back pain or herniated disc? Even my chiropractor has not been able to fix it. Cinecell is formulated to tackle the underlying causes of chronic back pain and issues like herniated discs. The key to its effectiveness lies in its multifaceted approach. Boswellia and MSM work together to reduce inflammation and improve blood flow, addressing the pain and promoting healing at the source. Hyaluronic acid helps lubricate and cushion the vertebrae, providing immediate relief and long-term protection for your spine. Additionally, glucosamine is vital for rebuilding and maintaining healthy cartilage, ensuring that your spinal discs stay hydrated and flexible. This dynamic duo helps to reduce friction and pressure on your nerves, which is crucial for those suffering from herniated discs. Furthermore, bromelain's ability to break down scar tissue ensures that any previous damage doesn't hinder your recovery process. Is Cinecell only for joint pain, or will it help my nerve damage, stiffness, and muscle spasms? Cinecell is not just for joint pain. It is a comprehensive solution for a range of musculoskeletal issues, including nerve damage, stiffness, and muscle spasms. The inclusion of MSM is pivotal as it promotes healthy blood flow and oxygenation to all tissues, including nerves, aiding in the repair of nerve damage. Boswellia's anti-inflammatory properties reduces the inflammation that often exacerbates nerve pain and stiffness. For muscle spasms, bromelain plays a crucial role by reducing muscle soreness and breaking down scar tissue that can cause spasms. Additionally, hyaluronic acid works to lubricate and hydrate tissues, reducing stiffness and improving flexibility. By addressing inflammation, promoting tissue repair, and enhancing blood flow, Cinecell provides a holistic approach to musculoskeletal health. This means that you not only get relief from joint pain, but also experience a reduction in nerve-related discomfort, muscle spasms, and overall stiffness. With Cinecell, you can enjoy improved mobility and a higher quality of life, free from limitations imposed by chronic pain and discomfort. I have nerve pain down the back of my leg. Will Cinecell help me? Yes. Cinecell can effectively address nerve pain down the leg by targeting the inflammation and nerve compression that often cause this condition. Our formula's combination of Boswellia and MSM reduces the inflammation that pressures the nerve, providing relief from the sharp, radiating pain that travels down the leg. Hyaluronic acid helps by maintaining the health and flexibility of the spinal discs, preventing further nerve compression. Bromelain, known for its ability to break down scar tissue, ensures that any existing damage doesn't continue to irritate the nerve. Moreover, glucosamine works to rebuild and maintain healthy cartilage and joint fluid, promoting better spine health and reducing the likelihood of nerve impingement. By addressing the root cause of nerve pain and promoting overall spinal health, Sinocell offers a comprehensive solution that can provide long-term relief and improve mobility. Just go ahead and choose your package below and give it a shot. I'm over 65 and have been having extreme pain, stiffness, and loss of mobility in my fingers. It seems to be getting worse with age. Will Sinocell only help with the pain, or can it restore the function and strength in my hands and fingers? Sinocell does more than just alleviate pain. It aims to restore function and strength in your hands and fingers. The potent combination of glucosamine and hyaluronic acid works to rehydrate and lubricate the joints, crucial for improving mobility and reducing stiffness. These ingredients help rebuild and maintain healthy cartilage, ensuring that your joints function smoothly and painlessly. Boswellia's powerful anti-inflammatory properties target the root cause of the pain, reducing swelling and enhancing joint flexibility. Additionally, MSM promotes blood flow and oxygenation to the affected areas, which is vital for healing and strengthening tissues. Quercetin strengthens the structural integrity of your joints, preventing further degeneration and promoting the regrowth of healthy cartilage. Together, these ingredients work synergistically to not only relieve pain, but also to restore the natural movement and strength of your fingers. Are there any side effects? Is Sinocell safe? Sinocell is formulated with natural, research-backed ingredients that are known for their safety and efficacy. Each ingredient has been carefully selected based on clinical studies demonstrating its benefits and minimal side effects. Boswellia, hyaluronic acid, MSM, and the other components of Sinocell have a long history of use in traditional and modern medicine with a well-documented safety profile. Unlike many prescription painkillers and anti-inflammatory drugs, Sinocell does not carry the risk of addiction, gastrointestinal issues, or other severe side effects commonly associated with pharmaceutical treatments. While individual responses can vary, it is always wise to consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement. The natural ingredients in Sinocell are generally well tolerated. When you claim Sinocell today, you are opting for a natural approach to pain relief and joint health that prioritizes your overall well-being and safety. Rest assured, Sinocell is a safe and effective solution for those seeking long-term relief from pain and inflammation. I understand that Sinocell can help with joint, neck, and back pain, but I'm suffering from frequent and debilitating headaches. Will Sinocell give me any relief? Yes, Sinocell has the potential to help with frequent and debilitating headaches, especially if they are related to inflammation or musculoskeletal issues. Boswellia's anti-inflammatory properties can help reduce overall inflammation in the body, which is often a contributing factor to headaches. MSM and bromelain enhance blood flow and reduce muscle tension, which can alleviate headache symptoms, especially those caused by muscle tension or inflammation in the neck and upper back. By improving joint health and reducing inflammation, Sinocell can indirectly contribute to relieving headaches that stem from these underlying issues. While Sinocell is primarily formulated to address joint and musculoskeletal pain, its comprehensive approach to reducing inflammation and promoting overall health means it can also offer relief for headache sufferers. If your headaches are related to tension, inflammation, or other musculoskeletal problems, try Sinocell today and help reduce their frequency and severity, allowing you to experience more consistent and long-lasting relief. How is Sinocell better than painkillers or other pain solutions? Sinocell stands out from conventional painkillers and other pain solutions due to its holistic approach to addressing the root causes of pain rather than just masking the symptoms. Painkillers often provide temporary relief, but come with significant risks, including addiction, gastrointestinal issues, and other adverse side effects. Sinocell, on the other hand, uses natural ingredients that target inflammation, repair damaged tissues, and promote overall joint health. Ingredients like Boswellia and MSM reduce inflammation, while glucosamine works to rebuild and lubricate cartilage, providing long-term benefits. The inclusion of quercetin and bromelain further enhances the formula's ability to strengthen and heal your joints. Sinocell is a relatively new product based on cutting-edge research and carefully selected natural ingredients. Unlike pharmaceutical companies with massive marketing budgets, Sinocell relies on scientific research and word of mouth from satisfied users. The best thing to do is just try it for yourself. Just go ahead and choose your package below. With our pain-free pledge guarantee, you've got nothing to lose. How fast will I see results? The timeline for seeing results with Sinocell can vary depending on individual factors such as the severity of your condition, your overall health, and how consistently you take the supplement. However, many users report noticeable improvements within a few weeks of starting Cinacel. The anti-inflammatory effects of Boswellia and MSM can provide relatively quick relief from pain and stiffness, often within the first week or two. The regenerative effects of glucosamine and quercetin on cartilage and joint health may take a bit longer to manifest, typically around 4 to 6 weeks. It's important to note that while some benefits can be felt quickly, the full restorative effects on joint health and mobility continue to improve over time with consistent use. For optimal results, it's recommended to take Cinacel daily and maintain a healthy lifestyle that supports joint health, such as staying active and following a balanced diet. With patience and consistency, Cinacel can help you achieve lasting relief and improved joint function. Is Cinacel available anywhere else? Cinacel is currently available exclusively through our official website and authorized distributors. This ensures that you receive a genuine product with all the benefits and safety guarantees associated with it. By purchasing directly from us, you can take advantage of special offers, bulk purchase discounts, and access to customer support for any questions or concerns you may have. We prioritize quality and authenticity, so we do not distribute Cinacel through third-party retailers or unauthorized sellers. This approach allows us to maintain strict quality control and provide our customers with the best possible experience. Beware of imitations or unauthorized sellers that might offer similar products at a lower price, but do not meet our high standards of quality and effectiveness. For the best results and peace of mind, always purchase Cinacel directly from our official channels. Select your package below and experience the difference that a genuine, high-quality product can make in your journey to joint health and pain relief. Those are the most common questions I get about Cinacel, and I hope I've answered everything for you. My greatest mission in life is to help people live healthy, pain-free lives. And having watched my dad struggle with pain his entire adult life, I know that eventually you might start thinking, maybe I'm just meant to live with pain for the rest of my life. Because the longer you live with pain, the less and less you'll feel like a normal person. And the more you might feel like a burden. A person who needs help with a simple task like opening a jar, walking upstairs, carrying grocery bags, or even putting on a shirt. It's important you make your choice now, because the longer you wait, the more your golf clubs, tennis shoes, and passport will just collect dust and serve as a sad reminder of how much you're missing out on. If you're still wondering if it's right for you, I've made it easy for anyone to secure a supply of Cinacel without taking any risk at all. You can simply claim your package, try it out, and see how it makes you feel. It's a lot easier to just try it, rather than wonder, what if, for the rest of your life. For just $39, it's rare to find something that can genuinely transform your life. Sure, $39 might cover a single meal at a decent restaurant, but you'll leave the same person who came in. However, Cinacel might actually change your life. It's not just about joint pain relief, it's about ushering in a wave of health improvements that ripple through every aspect of your being, creating a domino effect of positive transformations. Imagine rejuvenating your joints, leading to increased mobility, enabling you to engage in physical activities you once avoided. This mission has driven me for years to empower individuals to live healthier, more vibrant lives, to excel in their daily tasks, to think more clearly, and to be present and robust for their loved ones. But that mission is a big one. Since you're still watching, that means you're still interested, and you know Cinacel will work for you. And to help you make the right decision, sometimes it's easier to think about other people in our lives than it is to think about ourselves. Consider the broader impact of your decision to say yes to Cinacel today. It could be for your partner, adding years of happiness to your relationship. It might be for your children who rely on your strength and vitality. You don't want to be a source of pity or concern for others, wishing they could see you in a place of power and dignity. Perhaps it's for your grandchildren or future generations who adore you and wish you could actively participate in their lives. Or for someone you've yet to meet who might be a blessing in your life. One of the most rewarding things for me has been seeing the impact Cinacel has had in my dad's life. While he wasn't able to play with me as a boy as much as I wanted, due to his pain, when I see him being active and playing with my kids pain-free, it warms my heart. Whatever your motivation, you can proceed with confidence and excitement as you click the button below, securing your one-time discount on Cinacel. This decision in your hands right now could mean the difference between a life of pain and a life of active, joyful participation. Take control of your joint health, take control of your life, and take control of your future. Claim your supply of Cinacel right now by choosing one of the money-saving packages below, fully protected by our pain-free pledge guarantee. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. Thanks for watching, and God bless.